Hey guys, Christine here from Portable Entrepreneur. Now, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but if you don't sell because you don't want to sell, because you don't like selling, so you're not selling, well, you're not going to be in business for very long. Now, I know that's news to absolutely no one, but my point here is that if you are feeling that way because you're an introvert, well, hey, I get it. I'm one too. I used to hate selling and it felt so hard and heavy. I hated doing that in my business, but now I absolutely love it. And that's one of my favorite parts is actually getting out there and talking to clients. So what I want to share with you, which is something I wish I had known years ago, is 13 ways that you can sell and sell well as an introvert. So number one is to stop telling yourself that you can't sell because you're an introvert. That's just simply not true. I'm going to leave a couple resources in the description below that are a really good read that will help you work past this. But that's going to be the very first thing. Stop using that as a crutch to the reason why you're not going out there and selling more. Now, the second tip is to start looking at selling as helping. That's right. You are in the service business. You are here to serve your clients, to help them. And without that help, well, they're simply not going to get the support that they need in order to really get the results that they want in their business. So stop looking at selling as selling and start looking at it as helping or selling. Now, number three is to tell stories. This works really well. And one of the greatest ways that you can do this is by using case studies. If you don't have them, start working on those. It'll help you tell more stories. But we want to tell stories because this is a way that we're not selling. Rather, we're sharing a story about a business owner that is very similar to the one we're talking about. I was working with this client. They came in as well, and they said that they also struggled with this problem. So you know what? Here's what we decided to do. This is what we did, and then here's the outcome that we received. You see that right there allows you to tell a client how you're going to be able to help them without it coming across as, well, let me get you a proposal and let me sell you on this and tell you everything that we can do and how we're just amazing. You're simply telling a story. Now, number four is to ask questions and then be quiet. Business owners, as with all people really, love to talk about themselves, what's going well, what's not going well, what they're experiencing out there. So your job, especially in the beginning, is to gather information. You need a lot of information to determine, is this the right business for me? Am I going to be able to help them? Again, serving. And then you just be quiet. So come prepared to these conversations with certain questions that you want to ask, and then just sit back and be quiet. Let them do the talking. Now, number five is as you are going through the conversations, repeat what a client is saying. So for instance, let's say a client has just divulged to you exactly what it is that they're looking for, the results that they want. What you can respond with is, okay, so I hear you saying blah, 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 and add in exactly what it is that they've said. So if they said, well, we really need to increase our revenue by $10,000 a month, or we really need 40 new leads per month, then you can say, what I hear you saying is your website is not driving leads for you, and what you really need is 40 new leads per month. And then they'll say, yes, that's it. And all you're doing is using the exact same words that they used, so you don't have to worry about, well, what do I say? You just say what they said. Now, number six is to stop thinking about yourself. Think about what it is that if you were in their shoes, what questions would you want someone to ask you? Or what would you want someone to say to you if the roles were reversed? We often think a lot about ourselves, but clients really actually don't care a whole lot about us and what's going on with us. They just want to know, can you help me solve this problem? Now, number seven, if you really want to build your skills and really overcome this quickly, a great thing you can do is to take an improv class. Yep, and that's right. We don't need to take a presentation and communication class. We need an improv class because, well, think about it. We're good when we sit behind the scenes and we practice things and we start talking and coming up with the questions and coming up with how the conversation is going to go before we've even gotten into the conversation. That makes us feel comfortable as an introvert, but that's not always how things go. So taking an improv class can really help you gain specific skills that are going to help you feel more comfortable in those moments where you don't have something exactly planned to say. Now, number 8 is to show visuals. And the reason that you can do this and it would be really helpful in selling is it gives the person something to look at that's not you. So it can take the pressure off, and it can also help you guide a conversation. If, let's say, we go back to the third point of telling stories, if you had a visual that went along with the story and you were able to walk the client through the story using the visual, it gives them something to look at. They may comprehend the information better, but it also will help guide your conversation if you're nervous and you don't want to miss any points. Now, number 10 is to practice, practice, practice. If you don't feel comfortable in talking to clients, practice. Don't wait until you're in front of a client or you're on the phone with a client. Start practicing now. Especially practice the introductions, the beginning small talk in the beginning of those conversations. And also practice the objections. The other ones where you're just kind of asking questions, sitting back quietly, those are much easier. So practice getting started, the small talk, building up a rapport, and then also practice the objections that they may have to working with you so you are prepared and you don't feel that when they say no that you're being salesy or pushy by simply trying to overcome their objections. Now, tip number 11 is to start the day with the task that feels the hardest or the heaviest to do and get it done with. Otherwise, we will start filling our to-do list with all these little things that just keep us in our comfort zone and keep us working and feeling productive, yet we're not doing anything to really push our business forward and get out there and sell and start helping our clients. So make sure that you start your day with the hardest or heaviest task that is on your plate. That may be making phone calls to potential clients, preparing a presentation, or something that otherwise might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. But if you get that one task done, you feel fabulous at the end of the day, even if some of those little tasks didn't get done. Now, number 12 is to start thinking about how you're going to feel after you've done that hard or heavy action, or how you're going to feel after that next client phone call or presentation. We often think so much about how it feels in the moment. Ooh, I feel uncomfortable. Ooh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't know what to say. So switch that and start thinking about how you will feel after you have done that task. Now, wrapping us up here is number 13, which is the easy and the fun one, which is to create a reward for yourself. I mean, you've just done something hard and heavy that was rather uncomfortable that maybe you didn't necessarily want to do, but you did it anyway because you knew it was going to move your business forward. So you did it. So come up with a reward that once it's done, that's something you can do. This doesn't have to be anything big or extravagant. This could be going out and spending extra time with your family. This could be going for a walk in the evening. Although me as an introvert, I love actually having the conversations with clients and strategizing. I find that fun. I also am an introvert. So then I need to decompress by having some alone time. So I love to just go out for a nice walk in the morning or the evening, depending on when that phone call was. But something that you are going to enjoy, that you know once you get that hard part done, you're going to be able to do something that you enjoy. So there you go, 13 tips to help you start selling better. So let me know in the comments down below which tip you are going to try out during your next client interaction. I can't wait to hear about it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you found this helpful so I can share more helpful videos with you, and I'll see you next time.